Welcome back to Sun Crypto. It is January 22nd, 2020, 7:04 p.m. Eastern Time. Daily candle just started. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update regarding price action. We're gonna start off with the hourly time frame. Two major moving averages we're looking for basically right now. It is going to be the hourly 100 EMA and the hourly 200 EMA. We talked about it before BC dropped to the downside. We said best area of support going to be this area of 1 hour 100 EMA and 1 hour 200 EMA. They're going to be supporting the price. So at least for the short term, that's what we're saying. We talked about it like since like the 18th or like the 17th. We said if we drop, I'm looking for a long position within this range with a very tight stop loss, right? But I was looking for first BC to drop down in this area and then pump to the upside, right? But BC did the opposite. BC pumped to the upside and drop down in this range, so which is still good, right? It's not a bad thing. It's just like a market structure has changed a little bit, so it's just going to be very patient in terms of like a price action. So we're just gonna, at least for the short term, we're just gonna need to break this 1 hour 21 EMA and try to jump back above it. It's not gonna be easy. Bulls has to step up with a better volume. Volume is decreasing, price is moving sideways, volatility gonna increase, at least for the short term. You just gotta remember that volume is very important. Whenever volume is very low, especially on lower time frame like a 1 hour, 4 hour, volatility going to be increasing. So you just got to take a look at this area as a triangle, guys. Whenever you see a triangle tightening up, definitely price action going to break out one way or the other, right? So at least for the short term, I'm looking for a possible push to the upside and a possible rejection, right? But the type of rejection I'm looking at is going to affect the way I'm looking at the market, because on the 4-day chart, guys, we talked about it a couple of days ago. We said exactly we wanted this candle to turn bearish, and we don't want this candle to basically close above 8800 because it's going to be very bullish, right? That's a 4-day candle. So this candle at the same time, we want BTC to retest 88 to 8900, but we just don't want, if you're bearish, you don't want like BTC to close above 8800 within the next 2 days. It's going to be extremely bullish, so I would not be messing with BTC in terms of bearishness if like we close above like 8900 on the 23rd, right? We got one more day for this candle, so bulls definitely need to push the price to the upside, but at the same time bears need to be very careful. If this candle closes bullish, guys, they're gonna be on fire. Bulls gonna be on fire, so watch out, right? So target to the downside on the 4-day chart, it is basically this 1 hour, not 1 hour, but the 100 EMA on the 4-day candle, which is like 78 to 7900 range. Okay, if we drop down in this area, we definitely could be looking for a possible support, a temporary support. You take a look at it. We retested it 3 times, drop down, and then push back up, get rejection, drop, push back up, get rejection, get a support from this 200 EMA on the 4 hour, then get the breakout. So a drop to the downside most likely going to give us a we're going to get a support from this 1 hour, not 1 hour, but the 4-day 100 EMA, right? At the same time, swing low for the bulls, swing low to swing high. We talked about it. 236 very strong. Next area to look for, it is like a 382, and 382 it is exactly, guys, exactly just about like 8k. Okay, 8k, and we could dip down in this area of 100 EMA on the 100 EMA on the 4-day chart, and dip down to the 50% pullback. It is very possible. So at least for the short term, that's what I'm looking for. Price action going to be very volatile within the next 4 to 6 days. So best thing to do is just make sure to be put a tight stop loss, not financial advice, but put a tight stop loss, whichever basically if you're bullish or bearish, or whichever direction you want to go, make sure to put a tight stop loss. Volatility going to be very, very high, right? So let's talk about the 12 hour now. So when we talk when you take a look at the 12 hour, one thing I like to focus on is like I want to focus on the MACD and my 21 EMA. Very important, right? Very, very important. So MACD is telling me like I'm bearish on my 12-hour. I talked about it like a couple of days ago when we got the 6-hour crossover. We already know whenever we get a 6-hour crossover, we tend to get like a 400 to 600 points drop. It is just what it is. But whenever we get a 6-hour crossover, you're definitely gonna get a 300 to 400 to 600 points, right? Sometimes 350, sometimes 300, but average you're gonna get 400, right? So, but the 12-hour time frame, it is telling me something very incredible when you back test it. Okay, you can see. Let's start off with the just about June, right? June 29th, 28th. When we got this crossover, June 29th, 28th, what happened next, right? Couple days later, we got this crossover on the 21 EMA. Okay, but price almost dropped like a 10 to 15%, right? So price pushed back up, and then we went back up to like a 1300, and then gave us another crossover. This crossover also gave us another crossover on the 21 on my 21 EMA. And then price definitely trended downward. Okay, and then give us another bullish crossover. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is like whenever you get your MACD crossover on your 12-hour time frame, right, on BTC, gotta pay attention to your 21 EMA. Okay, the MACD gonna cross over first, and then you're gonna get your 21 EMA breaking down. Whenever you get the breakout, it's definitely a bearish momentum. Most of the time, you can get like up to like a 10% breakout to the downside. So it is something like I'm paying attention to, at least for the short term, to look for a possible breakout to the downside, and look for at least a 10 to 15%, right? 10 to 15%, it is going to be a lot. All right, so you can see like a 10% going to drop us to our target of 7,900 range. Okay, 79 to 81. So 15% drop going to take us like roughly around like a 7,500. Okay, 7,500, it is roughly around like a 0.618. So we just got to pay attention to the 21 EMA. We already got the MACD. MACD is telling us like we're going to be facing some bearish momentum within the next few days. 21 EMA, it is telling us like I'm holding the price, but as soon as I let it go, you just got to go with the bearish momentum, at least for the short term, right? So let's keep that in mind. That's all I wanted to cover, at least for today. I'm gonna give you guys another update within the next few hours, depending how price action going to look like, right? At least for the short term. So if you like the content, make sure to hit the likes. Make sure to join our public Telegram group, the link in the description. If you want to upgrade to our premium member, make sure to send me a message, and then I'm gonna send you the link of the Discord so you can join our basically our premium member for daily analysis, price target, price setup, and macro view, micro view, MACD, RSI. We didn't even talk about volume. Volume is going volume is depleting and dropping heavily. Volatility gonna be increasing, at least for the short term, right? Volatility definitely gonna be increasing. So at least for the short term, that's all I wanted to talk about, guys. Talk to you guys later.